Hold her down. No longer playing God by waving that spray around, huh? So, who do you think you are? Some princess, royalty, Rapunzel maybe? Isn't her hair too long by school norms? Hey, why don't we help our dear schoolmate out? Wait, what is this about? Hey, all you cool creatures. I'm Cryptid. Welcome to the Cryptid Plays YouTube channel, and today we are continuing Hello Charlotte episode 2. This should be the final video of episode 2. It will be a long one, I am sure, but hopefully not too long. We will be getting the rest of the endings. I think it's like 4 more or something, if I recall. But basically, last time we saw what Charlotte has been up to after 3 years. We saw that the Oracle has finally awakened. We also got to see more of her housemates. And in general, we got to see her school life, which is... I have a lot of mixed feelings about it and about her friend Anri, but that's neither here nor there. Where we left off, she went into the changing room and then ended up getting caught by monsters and passing out. So we're starting from there. But as per usual, there are some content warnings that I have to provide you with, which include body horror, general disturbing imagery, blood, gore, probable self-harm, suicide, suicidal ideation, bullying, murder, and a scene of animal death. And I will put a warning on the screen for some of these content warnings, but just so you are aware, they are there. And with that out of the way, let's get started. Just what is this? I'm suffocating. Isn't there somebody? Ink kept flowing and flowing out of my mouth, completely flooding the room. In a moment, all went black. Wiltshire, wake up, sleepyhead. Eh? Finally awake, I see. Just look at this warped reality bubble. The universe is expanding. Am I dreaming? Not this time, you're perfectly awake. But you're here. Do believe me, I'm as puzzled as you are. I see. They say going through the looking glass is the classic symbol for dissociating from reality. Does that apply to you too? I don't know. Oh well, maybe I'm teasing you too much. Anyhow, it doesn't look like we'll be leaving anytime soon. I wish there was something to read. You're the type to read labels in food stores, huh? Might as well be. So, what shall we do? Feeling adventurous yet? Well, it's better than sitting here. Let's look around. Nice that we have someone with us. Triple-faced mirror. Use? I guess? I think we have to, right? Double-faced mirror, what to do? What if we use... Oh, okay, that just takes us back. Alright, turn it around. There's a red switch behind the mirror. Use it? Yes. Red switch activated. Alright, there's a white switch. Yes, let's press it. Use it. Oh, well, okay. Which picture should complete the row? Isn't that Cattell's intelligence test? Seems fairly easy. I've passed one before. Then I'll leave it to you. It became a normal mirror. No going back then. I don't actually know how to do this. Oh, okay. That end, we're sorry, your IQ is too low for the next test. Alright, we'll do this right. I'll see you all in a bit. Whoops, I was not recording because I wanted to get back here quickly. The answer to that keypad is 214. As, you know, because of those picture puzzles. So, anyhow, I guess we'll see what to do now because we've ended up in this, odd little number. One, two, three, four, five, six. What? Seven, four, four, five. 3, 5, 5, 8. 2, 2, 2, 6, 9. I have a feeling the answer is literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, though, for whatever this is for. I was right. I was like, all those numbers are really different. Memory 1, feminine. Go into the mirror. Sure. Dear girl, I saw your eyes sparkle when you saw this dress in the making. Want to try it on? I don't think I'm cut out for dresses, Aiden. Why so? What I see before me is a fair young lady. Why wouldn't a dress suit you? Look, it looks like it was made to be worn by you. So wear it proudly. Okay, I'll try to. Also, you should let your hair grow. Wouldn't it look weird? Believe me, it wouldn't. You'll make a wonderful lady when you grow up. Huh. Trans Charlotte, maybe? Memory 2, individuality. Go into the mirror. Yes. Oh, this is a, Frey? Memory. Oh, you're flattering me. No, it's my pleasure. What, do you want to hear about Pythias again? Such a curious drone you are. Well, the Pythias, the ancient race, the females of our kind go by the name Freya. Males are called Frey. Wait, so the males and females, like, they share the same name? No one's named anything differently? Were we always meat dolls? Mere containers for the oracle? No, we weren't. Never were. When the oracle appeared, the world divided into two factions. The globalists who wanted their minds to become one with everyone, and individualists who were against that. We, the individualists, started the God Hunt to get rid of the oracle and the globalists alike. Why, you would ask? To prevent the death of ego. Death of individuality would have meant death of all creativity and culture, and we wanted to prevent that by all means. But globalists were stronger. They outnumbered us and gave their egos for the oracle to take on a silver platter. They've accepted the oracle. That's when individualists started to commit mass suicides, refusing to give in. Our downfall began quickly, so we ran like cowards, isolated ourselves from the world just to stay ourselves to the very end. No wonder many went crazy. We became paranoid of every sound in the space we inhabited. So we built traps, mazes, puzzles, everything to hold back the intruders. I can't beg you not to hold grudges against any of us. We're a sick, sick nation. And I feel like the end is soon, my loyal friend. Or perhaps it's already come, and all that was left were recordings of our former glory, simulations of existence. Who knows, perhaps that little misintruder will bring about our end. It's always something small that causes big things to happen. Remember, little drone. For living things, the oracle is no god. It's nothing more than a parasite of our minds. While it seemingly granted our wish to connect, it was what destroyed us. The irony is that it probably isn't even aware of what it is doing. So that's the boy you've modeled my appearance after. Curious. Are they true, the things he said? Who knows? I barely possess any memories of my life before I woke up in your mind. That is why you can trust me, Miss Wiltshire. I am not your enemy. I want to believe you, Frey. But it seems like I don't know you at all. Yeah. I don't think we really do. Memory 3, decomposition. All right, go into the mirror. We're back. Thank science. Charlotte? Hey, wake up. Don't play dumb. Woo. She's decomposing? No, this can't be happening. Wasn't the oracle supposed to be dead? You know, Miss Wiltshire. Yes, I had a thought there. Which may also have been your thought, but that's besides the point. Maybe Mr. Honecker started distancing himself from you because he became afraid of you. Felix is not a coward. Is that so? Then perhaps afraid is a strong word. He's just not sure it's you anymore. You turned into a lump of meat right before his eyes. Wouldn't anyone have suspicions? Perhaps you're right. We can't go back to those days anymore. Gray sighs. It's all because you took pity on me, and now you're doomed to face the consequences. That's all there is. Yep. We're doomed. Doomed. Leave? Yeah. Oh, okay. This is different. Particle manipulating mirror. 2 effects available, it says. Use. Transparency effect on. Alright. So what if we misuse it? Warping effect on. Gifting mirror. Get candy from gifting mirror. The mirror doesn't seem to be functioning. Uh-oh. Okay. Candy. I eat the candy. It tastes like chicken soup. Questioning mirror. Use? Which period was earlier? Mesolithic, Paleolithic, Neolithic. I think Paleo? So Paleolithic. Let's go with that. Correct. I wake up to someone opening the door. Oh, so you were here. As I thought, it was weird that you never appeared after your class. Where did you get the keys? Surprisingly, all the doors opened for me. As expected from God. Is something wrong? No. Why? You're crying. I must have startled you. Eh? Why is it, I wonder? Maybe I'm just a little tired. Here. The boy stretches out his hand with a paper tissue in it. I felt red flowers bloom on my hands as I wiped my cheeks. The wounds are healing? Thank you, C, for coming to help. You're welcome. You should go ahead of me. There's something I need to take. All right. Take care. So, is there anything I'm supposed to do? They seem to ask the same questions, and I can't talk to them past the desks. Hi, teacher. Okay, but, I love the whole socializing is, the battles in this, and you have to take anxiety pills afterwards if you want to heal. Because as someone with social anxiety, that's exactly how it feels. Anyways, I think there's nothing to do. So home it is. Hey guys. Ow, ow, ow. Can't you be more gentle? Stop complaining when this wound is your fault to begin with. Save me from this monster human maggot. Whoops. This monster's the one saving you right now, Bennett. Can you imagine? This specimen on my table got bitten by a mutant spider. And now he's doomed to have his leg covered in necrosis bites. Aren't you going to treat it? If you're going to blabber, I'm going to amputate it. But it's just a bite. Not to interrupt, but does that mean there are spiders in the house? That one of our workers accidentally broke the glass of a mutant terrarium, so we're still dealing with the consequences. But worry not, it should be clean by now, I think. Sure. Please don't move so much. But it's itchy. I'll stab you with a fork if you do. Yes, sir. Bennett is probably the cutest thing ever. I love him. He's awful. And kind of an idiot. Dr. Huxley cuts the body on his table in half. Oops. Missed a membrane over here. Hello, little Charlotte. Would you mind helping me for a bit? Sure, Dr. Huxley. What is it? I need you to carry this to the morgue room. My dear crew members will aid you. What? Oh my god, they're so cute. 2 crew members turn up. Baldwin and Goodwin, as told by their name badges. They greet me in unison. All right. Inform me if the corpse starts moving on your way. Yes, sir. New task. Help Huxley. Baldwin and Goodwin have joined the party. Warning, mutant spiders inside. Well, so far they don't seem to be out and about. All done. Yay. Bye-bye, Charlotte Wiltshire. That was uncomfortably polite. Bye-bye, you two. The workers leave shortly after, returning to work. All right, nothing of interest in here. And Huxley is gone. It's rare to see workers in the library. Hi. Hello, Florence. You look pretty today. Thanks. Thanks for helping me the other day. I brought something in return. Florence brings out a small cube. It's my Bennett blackmail logs. You know, I don't know why, but I sort of expected all of the hazmat workers to look the same. It's really funny that they're all unique individuals. To me. I extracted some memories from his brain while he was asleep. Man, he really should cut down on soap. It makes him so hyperactive he sleeps like a log afterwards. I've already made the spare copies of this, so perhaps one of these cubes will be useful to you? Acquired Bennett's memory cube. Thank you, but Won't you have trouble sleeping when Bennett finds out? He can come fight me anytime. Sure. I guess. So what does that memory cube do? Use the memory cube. Sure. Memory cube side A. The planet I was born on had two races living on it, humans and overmen. We looked the same, yet our roles in society were completely different. I was born as a designer baby in the laboratory of human resources. A B-type born to live on nutritional soap as a lab rat for testing cosmetics. All for the sole purpose of a sticker saying safe for skin, approved by leading dermatologists, on a tiny tube of cream. Oh, poor Bennett. What the heck? Whoa. B-types are good looking and have good stamina. They're used in commercials, the movie industry, and medical tests. C-types are the living stock. They're used for mass-producing meat products and candles. What? Pieces of clothing sometimes, but it's banned in most areas thanks to some activists. A-types are the smart ones. They were fated to participate in intelligence tests and, surprisingly, parapsychology. We had this Paul guy appearing on TV all the time, predicting match results and making weather forecasts. He died of overworking. D-types are the workforce. They're sent to the most dangerous places, like nuclear stations, mine shafts, and such. Then there are E-types who are used as pets. Wow, what a messed up world. In our department, a special achievement system was developed for us to stay motivated. We all collected MP, which stands for motivational points. MP could be traded for rewards and eventually a promotion to a higher rank. The goals were simple. Tough one, smile when it hurts. 10 smiles out of 60 collected. Best buddy, if your friend is feeling ill, report immediately. 5 reports out of 10 collected. After somebody was reported, they never came back. I collected the most MP I could. I wanted to get out, be among A-types. And the promotion day came. When I moved to the other department, I didn't have to test cosmetics anymore. I was to become a test subject for medicine instead. To be purposefully infected with a skin disease and have all kinds of treatment tested on me. Oh, poor Bennett. My hair fell out. It grew back. My bowels were full of ulcers after I took an experimental drug. They were restored. I vomited and vomited and vomited, all food turning sour in my mouth. It felt like my insides would come out through my esophagus. Rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. Over and 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 over. Actually, the last one was and over, but it's still. One day I was accidentally infected with eye plague. an incurable illness that made eyes grow on both the skin and internal organs of the infected. Naturally, I was scheduled for disposal. I spent a month in isolation, thinking it was the happiest time of my life. The disposal day came. Oh. A person in a lab coat came in, looking too young to be an executioner. Hi there. Nice to meet you. I'm Henry Huxley. I know you're scheduled for disposal, which by a lucky coincidence is today, but it's been canceled just an hour ago. Just when I signed papers for your ownership. Sounds better than dying, doesn't it? Oh. I'd rather be dead, Mr. Huxley. Is that sarcasm I'm hearing? Ah, yes, they must have stopped giving you intellect suppressants, for they are not cheap. Would be such a waste to give them to a defective specimen. Am I right? You know, I'm researching eye plague. Yes, the incurable eye plague, which I am going to cure. And you, my dear, are going to become the face of my success. You see, it is the first time a B-type got infected. You're too valuable of a material. And it's a fact, your specimen are most beautiful of all types, as you're constantly used in commercials. So it wouldn't be an exaggeration if I said that you were chosen for a pretty face. And timing was also crucial. Just recently, I've realized that I have less than half a year to complete my thesis. And that is a little troubling. You madman. Yes, I am. Worry not, we'll become stars of the modern time. Science bless us. That meeting marked the beginning of our alliance, and people started dying in the name of science. Wow. I mean, I knew Huxley wasn't a good person, but still. Huxley's utter lack of empathy for both overmen and men alike was the exact reason he was the most successful among his peers. He brought me different books. One of them was Dummy's Guide to Cooking. A good part of it was dedicated to cooking meat. If an animal dies in distress, its meat will be hard to chew, it said. Aside from regular intakes of soap, my diet consisted primarily of various greens and products high in protein, meat included. One day I decided to ask. I've not really given poor Bennett a real voice, maybe I should. What kind of meat is this? I inquired of Huxley, who was vigorously waving his hands in the air. As I learned later, he was using a VR environment to work. Of C-type of your kind, I believe, he answered, not turning away from work. The greatest delicacy of our time, truly a feast of the gods. Feel like vomiting yet? He added, genuinely curious. No. I took another bite. The meat was incredibly tough. Must have been in distress when it died. Well, when they died, I guess. Huxley brought me books and taught me reading and writing. He regularly tested my physical capabilities, so I was kept in good physical form. He talked too much, spent more time with me than he should have. Fair. The day Henry Huxley cured eye plague was the day he told me to get into a body bag and declared me dead to the whole scientist society. What's happening? I asked. We're leaving, was his short answer. As it turned out later, researching eye plague was just a facade. What Henry Huxley was actually testing were the capabilities of a human specimen, only to confirm that men and Dobermen were no different from each other all along. Well, clearly. As we boarded his spaceship, he began quickly explaining that we are a threat to society, that he found a cure from eye plague long ago, and now he only used it as an excuse for doing other projects, that we need to find a new home. Huh. We printed all the money we needed on the day we arrived in the house, and that's how we ended up living there. Memory end. Transfer home? Yes. Fascinating. It's a pretty long read, but I assume I have to put Charlotte to bed. I'm not sleepy yet. Oh. Well, what do we do with you? Perhaps Aiden is in his dressmaking room. That's the only other thing I could see. He is! Hello, Aiden. Been busy? Good day. There's a dress I've made in collaboration with Henry. We call it the dark matter dress, although the amount of actual dark matter in it is non-existent. Want to try it on? Sure. It takes any form you want it to take. Pretty handy, right? For now, it only changes the shape, but we're looking for a way to make it change its structure as well. A pair of extra hands or a particle bomb spawned from clothing wouldn't be so bad, right? I guess so. It's cool. You can have it. Thank you, Aiden. I'll cherish it. Dark matter dress from Aiden. Can I put it on? Wear the dress? Yeah? How cute! Is she sleepy now? Whoa. Hi? What the heck? When I close my eyes, I feel someone's presence beside my bed. It's a man in a pitch black three-piece, smiling ever so eerily. Father? No, it can't be. Father wouldn't visit me on his own accord. Right, Umbrella Man. Unfortunately, it is just as you've said. As for this appearance, it's still my favorite to this day. I am more likely to have more influence over you if I look like this, after all. But let's pretend I didn't say that, shall we? Got it. What brings you here? I've seen you collapse at school. Figured I'd pay a small visit. How are you feeling? I'm doing okay. You know, I learned new things today. That the Pythias I met in their world were the ones who rejected the Oracle. I see. Well, it is true that initially Pythias didn't have a shared consciousness. Their land, Delphi, was rather prosperous back in the day. I'd say their society was one of the very few that successfully adapted the ideas of communism. When the Oracle appeared, many thought it would make their world a complete utopia. You see, even a young oracle is powerful enough to grant wishes. As long as it finds beings to form a symbiosis with, of course. Most of the Pythias wish to be connected, to be understood by each other. However, most does not mean all. The war between globalists and individualists was only the beginning. However, not even the globalists fully believed that their wish would be granted. So it became twisted. The tragedy is that their minds didn't become intertwined at once. No, the process was incredibly slow, crippling, excruciating. Imagine thoughts and feelings of other people around you creeping into your head, buzzing in it until you can't tell which thoughts initially belong to you. Imagine your own mind exposed to others. Your every embarrassing thought, every fleeting feeling. Doesn't it feel humiliating? Constant headache. Loss of privacy without loss of ego. The god we worshipped was the devil in disguise. That's when the second god hunt began, of which you had the luck to catch a glimpse. But the process of becoming one indistinguishable mass with the oracle went on until it consumed most of the population. However, they were still able to reduce their numbers to an astounding degree. They almost succeeded in destroying the oracle, although it didn't mean them any harm. It's just how the oracle is, you see. It's the failed expectations that made people violent. First, they welcomed it into their hearts, expecting to use it to make their world a utopia. But as soon as it disappointed them, they got rid of it. Personally, I find it extremely selfish. I see. It's sad that it ended like this. It always does end that way. Especially among races that have a concept of free will just like you do. Those of your kind are in constant need of something to worship, be it science, money, or powerful beings. Honestly, it's better to worship something that doesn't exist, because fantasies never disappoint. Sorry, I hope I didn't use words that are too difficult to understand, although you're almost already a grown-up. Well then, sleep well. Bye-bye, Umbrella Man. I close my eyes. Good night, Seth. Good night, Charlotte. We're playing the piano in 4 hands. Wonderful, you're getting better. Say, Frey. I was thinking of the story you told me the other day. Why did the paper princess let herself become soaked in ink? Isn't it toxic? Why, yes. Ink is poisonous. Then why? Because of love, of course. That's what I thought. That's the only reason? It's the sole reason, in fact. It seems there is a fundamental lacking in your understanding of love, Miss Wiltshire. You see, the final and sole goal of love is the loss of individuality, the ultimate death of ego. To love is to sacrifice your ego in order for two to become one. To mold your thoughts, beliefs, hobbies, and character traits into one. I feel like this isn't true, but whatever. I guess if Frey is going off of the Pythias, the Pythias definition as well as possibly the Oracle themselves, then that makes sense. This is why Paper Princess became the same as Ink Princess. They became one of a kind. Unless you're willing to give up your ego for somebody else's sake, you can't claim that you've known love. You know, I find the concept of loss of individuality rather fascinating, for it requires the greatest sacrifice of all for an individual. Oh my, looks like it's about time you woke up. Day 25. Morning, Seth. I like her pajamas. Let's get up, go to school, and go back to sleep. New task to school. Let's warp. It's faster that way. Give me a goddamn save point. Why? The trial will right all your wrongs, although you're already an angel. I think they'll still say the same thing. Well, class time, I guess. Henry is absent today. I wonder if something happened. Let's start our class. Today's a drawing lesson. Oh, I like drawing. You're allowed to draw flowers, landscapes, political leaders. You're not allowed to draw what you want. Are we clear? The class nods. What should I draw, I wonder? You know what? Frickin' flowers. I draw poppies. The class passes. It's lunchtime. Why don't we eat on the rooftop today? Then we can check on the Magcats. Get food. All right, to the cafeteria, I guess. Junk food. I'll pass on junk food for today. Healthy food. I take some apples. They're quite cheap. New task. Go to the rooftop. Oh, hello. See? The boy turns around only to reveal a face covered in band-aids. No way. Have you gotten beat up again? As you can see, well, I did refuse to take out trash during cleaning duties. It's unfair. Why do they pick on you? Well, they must be disappointed in me. That's why they're upset, furious, because I'm a misophobic god stuck in a human body. How can they worship me if I'm powerless just like them? Still, remember, I won't be in this vessel forever. In fact, I'm looking for a way to get rid of it. But it's almost impossible in the house, let alone school grounds. But I think I finally found a way to go back. Who knows, perhaps I'll return to my domain faster than anyone could imagine. So you're leaving soon. Everyone does leave eventually. Anyhow, do you feel like joining me for lunch? Sure. We sit on one of the benches. I tell C about the oracle inside of me, about puppeteers and observers, Pythias and executioners. I tell him everything I know. He doesn't ridicule me. In turn, C reminisces about his past experiences and other worlds he's been to. You know, I remembered something today. A memory of another human vessel I used to have. It was in a land where half of mankind ascended and were blessed with a gift. The gifted left their planet and built a city in the skies. It was given the name of Aether. It was made of pure white, and those who lived there all had white hair. My gift was to cause cell apoptosis, So everything I touched directly withered the very next moment. That was how my mother died. Right after giving birth, she cradled me in her arms. That was a fatal mistake. Well, okay, so I assumed that they come into their powers right after being born, because surely he would have killed his mother in the womb, because you are kind of touching. Or, you know, during birth. Those with gifts as dangerous as that were kept in isolation from civilians, myself included. So the only thing I ever interacted with was a virtual parent and a few other devices. I was afraid to touch living beings. C closes his eyes as if trying to remember something else. Sadly, as far as my current memory goes, I cannot remember further details. It must have been lonely. Loneliness is a human emotion. To a god, it's a virtue to experience it. I see. Well then, I plan on continuing my research. See you later then. We should go feed the Magcats, Seth. I bet they're waiting. Sure, I would love to feed some Magcats. This particular... Whoa. Buggy? Anyways, episode 2 is kind of comfy in its own way. Magcats? There you are. Oh, no! They're all dead. Someone puts a hand on my shoulder. I barely feel its presence. Pets aren't allowed here. You knew that, didn't you? So nobody is responsible for what may happen to them. I played with these Magcats. I gave them food. I tamed them, Frey. Yet I couldn't be there when they needed me most. You are the Oracle, Frey. Can't you do anything? I was the Oracle, Miss Wiltshire. Everything that defined me as the Oracle has perished. I do not bear memories of my past, nor do I possess extraordinary powers. Therefore, I am the Oracle no more. It is you who defines me right now. However, it still greatly exhausts you. If you use even a pint of my energy consciously, your life systems will collapse, just like the last time. And returning dead back to life is no laughing matter. As long as you reject me, we will eventually drain each other and perish. When we merge, however, we shall obtain a great power. The question is, are you willing to give up your ego for the sake of someone, or die an individual? Think about it. Frey walks up to the heap of small bodies and crouches beside them. Oh, this is hard. Poor little things. Let's give them a proper burial, shall we? Go to class. After all that, jeez. Oh, hey. See? Ahem. Before we start our lesson, there's an announcement I'd like to make. As you all know, pets are not allowed on the school's territory. Yet it seems like some of you have been feeding them against the rules. just to make it clear, the cats in the garden died because of food poisoning. You see, junk food is incredibly toxic to animals. Yeah, this is actually true. Xylitol is incredibly toxic to animals. Especially one containing xylitol, which is most commonly used in snack preparation by Charlie's Junk Foods. Or Charlie's Junk Foods, I guess. Whether you did this as a prank or not, it's incredibly cruel to kill an animal like that. Oh God. Whoever did it, make sure you dispose of the corpses in the garden. The guards aren't your janitors, so I want you to take the responsibility yourselves. No way. It can't be. It can't be. It can't be. Their death. It was all my fault. No, no, no. It's because they were hungry. It's because Henry told me to. It's because Seth decided to feed them. It's because I was made to do this. Miss Wiltshire, are you okay? I knew it. Wiltshire killed those cats. Cat killer, cat killer, cat killer. No, 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 it's not like that. Cat killer, cat killer, cat killer. I just wanted to help. Cat killer, cat killer, cat killer. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Charlotte Wiltshire is a murderer. Ah! The ink kept flowing out, making me unable to catch my breath. I choked on my own words. It's all my fault. I wake up in tears and snot. C's face hovers above me. How are you feeling? I want to ask both, but I can't. So, not so well. I've been better, I have to admit. Why are you here? You don't remember? I carried you here. Oh, I've caused you trouble. Even though I know how much he hates dirty things, it's okay. As I thought, you became targeted because of me. But don't worry. I found a way out. Let's go. Where to? What's happening? I found a way out of the house. Trust me, it'll be okay. There'll be no guards, no classmates, no routine in the outside world. No one will raise a hand against you either. But what if we don't like it out there? We'll go back, right? Right, we will. Well then, I'm afraid we can't waste any more time. Let's go. The elevator goes to -1st floor if it's activated on this floor. That's the floor we need to get to. All the doors open for me, so getting further won't be a problem. Be careful not to alarm the guards. The moment they find us, it's over. Please give me a save point. Mutated student. Which part of the body do I talk to first, I wonder? All right. This place looks deserted. Are you sure it's okay to wander around here? Don't worry about it. Let's look if we can find a shelter here. Oh boy. Welcome. Oh, customer, you seem troubled, I can tell. How about I sell you women's rights with a 10% discount? You'll get gender identity rights as an You'll get gender identity rights as a free extra. Or would you prefer freedom of speech? If you give up your rights to life, you can get many other ones from the points you earn. Let's leave. Yeah. Welcome. We have everything you might ever need. Let's see. Anti-procrastination socks, anxiety-easing protein milkshake? No. Then how about panic attack prevention band-aids? Nifty, right? What do you think? How about I give you a membership card as an extra? Sorry, we don't have any money. Then why did you enter the shop? Dumb teenagers. I don't get paid for wasting time on you. Get lost. Alright, fine. Something's wrong? Well, it says religion on the entrance. But no matter how I look at it, it's just a department store. Oh, silly customer. Did you really think there was supposed to be something else? The religion of modern age is capitalism, and banks are its churches. Anyhow, do you need anything you don't need? I don't have any cash. Sorry. Not a problem. The money altar is over here. The what? The altar. ATM. Don't tell me you haven't heard of it. Aha, now I see. Sorry, we don't need anything. Thank you for your service. Come again. I'll be praying for you at a local bank. Well, okay. Is it a pharmacy? Oh, no. You got it all wrong. Welcome to the shop of knowledge. Did you know knowledge is produced to be sold? It doesn't matter if it's true or not. Nobody cares about that anymore. Everyone's starving, hungry for information. New, old, hidden, forgotten, second-hand knowledge? I've got it all in these pills. But you're minors, so I can't sell you any. How about distilled knowledge orange-flavored chewable tablets instead? I think we'll pass. Thank you for your time. Wow, this place is horrifying. This shopkeeper looks surprisingly normal. Wait until they suggest you living food. Sounds promising, although I don't have my wallet with me. Damn. Seems like there's no place for us here. Let's see what's ahead then. What lies ahead is a maze. Suddenly, I feel weak in my knees. The next moment, I lose my balance in a coughing fit. C crouches beside me. Are you okay? No, I just remembered something. The maze reminded me of it. I see. It must be a painful memory. Can you stand? Sure. Don't mind me. Are Art gacha. One-time use cards inside. Cool. Sorry, I'm not reading those. Let's look at our stuff. I got Night Gaming, Flat Pillow, and Landfill 2, also Young Gods. Oh my god, that's so cute! There's the Oracle, there's Charlotte, and there's C. They are young gods. These are all images. I love this. Charlotte, Felix, and Bennett playing games. Oh, Frey and Charlotte. Let's see. April 3rd, Frey and me, or maybe it's March 4th. I don't know. Ah! Cute! Felix and Charlotte, I think. Sorry, these are just so cute. More Charlotte. Sleeping 2. Charlotte and Felix. Oh, shit. And Charlotte beat up. By the way, how long have you been with Seth? Well, he was assigned to me when I turned 10. I see. I was thinking that your puppeteer is a little unusual. Why so? You see, as far as I remember, there are 4 types of them. Adam, Eve, Seth, and Lilith. Adam is incredibly masculine. Eve is gentle and family-oriented. Seth is the wisest. Lilith is the most strict of them all. Usually it's Eve or Lilith who get assigned to girls. It's a wonder that a male puppeteer is watching over you. Hehe, Seth is special in many ways, I guess. Well, let's see what Don't Hinder is. Please don't hinder my sleep. Fair. Oh boy, what is this? Oh, I think they're soul offerings. Not only does a cube contain soul data, it also represents the ego of a person. These cubes sure are massive. Fascinating. Can you read what's written on here? Let's see. Memorials for anonymous leaders, the true rulers of the world. So what does this one say again? I kind of missed her dialogue. It doesn't go back. Oh no, I missed her dialogue again. Maybe she said there's no place for us here. Again, ew, it's gross in here. The smell is so strong that I cover my mouth and nose. C does the same. I wonder who these people were. They're all failures. And the victims of the trial, most likely. But the trials don't kill people. In a way, they don't. What do you mean? Haven't you heard? If your cube gets formatted, you'll become empty. What'll be left is an empty shell devoid of personality. A hollow human. You'll become no more than your puppeteer's mute self-insert. You'll keep doing quests, opening boxes, and running around until you eventually collapse. Then you'll be buried here, as garbage of the society. Don't worry, Charlotte, you'll always have a personality. All the unwanted, all the unneeded, all the excessive, all that amount to nothing are buried here, in the forest of the defective. Woog. Will we end up here too? Wow, this is really saying something about society as a whole. I think the first one was too, but this one, oh no. Huh. Well, people are hanging on the tree branches. It's a suicide spot. Woof. Oh, is something wrong? I thought the outside world would be a brighter place. Maybe we should go back after all. Go back to that place? So that we would be mixed. Whoa, that was loud. I did not expect such a loud song when all the others have been so quiet. So that we would be mixed with dirt again? If we stay together, we'll be okay. If we hide in the fog, we'll be okay. We'll be okay, see? So let's go back? C lets out a bitter laugh. Then he looks at me. The world that's reflected in your eyes must be a wonderful place. It must be a very kind world full of color. But it's not the world that I see. To me, it's a bleak, disgusting place. Even the air here is unpleasant. Believe me, this contaminated land isn't a place we belong to. But where can we go? Isn't it obvious? C points at the sky. I don't understand. I found a way to go back to my initial form. C brings out something. It's a pack of pills. Wow, this game is really heavy. I took these from the infirmary. The amount we'll have to take is rather big, but I made sure there's enough for 2. Eh? You still don't get it. Sorry, it must be my bad choice of words. How do I say this? C stumbles on his words. They come out a bit shakily, but his smile is still present. I want to take you with me to my heavenly domain. We will get rid of our heavy bodies and rise above all earth dwellers. We will be the ones to purify this world. Will you accept, Charlotte Wiltshire? I want it to be your decision, not somebody else's. I don't want to hurt C, but wouldn't going with him mean I'll leave everyone behind? I'll leave it to you, Seth. It's up to you. You'll surely know what to do. What happens if we accept? I don't have a save point, so I'm gonna have to come all the way back here. I hope your decision is the right one, Seth. I take C's hand. I accept. Really? You do? I do. Let's go to your kingdom in the skies. C replies in a soft voice. Thank you. To be honest, I would have never gathered the courage to do this alone. This human body and mind of mine are so fragile that they crumble at the slightest worry. I take the pills. Soon they will put me to sleep. Don't worry, C. From now on, you'll never be alone. He takes my hand. It's trembling. Loneliness is such a human emotion. Yet all this time, it's been tearing me apart. Soon I'll lose the virtue to be able to experience it. I feel myself nodding off. We wished each other sweet dreams and closed our eyes, sitting in comfortable silence. Sometime later, 2 bodies would be found in the forest. 2 empty shells devoid of soul data. They would soon become a part of a bigger pile of meat, eventually dissolving into soil fertilizers for a world we're part of no longer. We will ascend to the heavens and become cruel gods with little concern for earthly matters. but they sure do look happy. We would laugh over our miserable human lives, realizing how little they meant on the scale of the whole universe and of endless timelines. It's a happy ending. Happy end, ignorant bliss. I guess so. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Well, now I'm gonna have to get my way all the way back there. That's gonna take me just a hot minute, so I'll see you then. Alright, we're back here again. This time, obviously, I won't accept his offer. Anyhow. Before we continue, I found some other art. So, Landfill 3. Look at that. Oh, they're so cute. They're like little medics. You are Medusa. Whoa. She's been turned into like a jellyfish creature. I love that. And Umbrella Boy. Oh, cute. So it's the Umbrella Boy instead of the Umbrella Man. Well, anyways, those were our new cards. So let's go on. Is something wrong? I thought outside world would be a brighter place. Maybe we should go back after all. Go back to that place? Alright, we'll skip through this. Will you accept, Charlotte Wiltshire? I want it to be your decision, not somebody else's. I don't want to hurt C, but wouldn't going with him mean I'll leave everyone behind? I'll leave it to you, Seth. If it's you, you'll surely know what to do. Refuse. When I take his hand, C will smile ever so brightly, so blindingly. It would be a genuine, soft smile, filled with sincere gratitude. His hand would tremble in mine. He'd be still anxious, unsure, afraid. I will tighten my grip a little to reassure him everything's okay. Fear is a human emotion, see? Soon enough it will disappear. We will abandon our earthly shells and ascend to your divine domain. We will become gods. Together we'll bring order to this world. All pollution, all that's unfair, humiliating, unpleasant will be purified. All the dirty colors will be cleansed. We will become pure white. That's I'm not quite sure how to feel about that line, but still. We will become happy. I don't take his hand. His eyes widen. I feel a growing lump in my throat. It's impossible to speak. I thought that you'd understand. See, please listen. Even if you're scared of this world, even if you hate it, even if it disgusts you, a deep breath. I want you to live. Oh, I like yelled that out. Whoops. It's barely a whisper. The words reach his ears. C's breathing becomes erratic. His knees give in. It's a panic attack. I watch him break down in front of me. My eyes feel dry. You're unfair, C. It's me who wants to cry the most. There's no place for us to go. A corpse of a god laughs behind my back, my sides. Could you be any more dramatic? Acting all high and mighty, yet you've been saying it all for your own sake. The one who doesn't want to die is. I cover my ears. You, Miss Wiltshire. Despite all the self-harm, all the big dreams and fantasies about self-sacrifice and whatnot, you still want to live your pathetic life until the very end. Please, stop. Just admit it. That you're afraid to die. Deep down, you don't actually believe there's a place like heaven up above, do you? Even worse, there's nothingness awaiting you. You'll die only to achieve complete solitude in an empty space of an afterlife. Not even your beloved Seth will be there for you. Why would they stay with you when they're bored to death, when there are no quests to complete? Admit it. Even your puppeteer is with you as long as they're entertained. Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! I want you to be honest with yourself. We both know it, right? That everyone only wants to use you. Shut up! But why should it matter? You have me, Miss Wiltshire. Even in the cold embrace of death, I won't leave you. You make me think of Anri. Quite a lot. I feel like she would say similar things. There's nothing to be afraid of. You should have let this boy die already. I plunge forward, grasping Frey's throat, squeezing it with all I have. We fall down. I'm strangling Frey with my own hands. It's getting hard to breathe. I just want you to open your eyes. Look, can't you see this boy is dying to disappear for good? He doesn't want to be saved. I make my grip harder. It hurts. He opened up to you, and look at what you've done. You're the cruel one, Miss Wiltshire. Here they are. Seize them. So, would you be so kind as to explain yourselves? It was my initiative to leave the house, sir. I forced Charlotte Wiltshire to come with me. Miss Wiltshire, is that true? C looks at me expectantly. It is. Then, Mr. Wordsworth, can I ask for your reasons for violating school rules? Well, of course. I wanted a breath of fresh air. It's unfitting for the god of this world to be inhaling such stale air every day. I ended up dragging Miss Wiltshire along with me against her will since she didn't feel well. I sincerely thought that would help her recover, you see. I see. Mr. Wordsworth, you are forbidden to leave your room until the day of the trial. As a punishment for your behavior, you'll be robbed of all social points you had until this day. Miss Wiltshire, you are awaited in class at the usual hours. I'll have an appointment scheduled for you at the laboratory. Considering the situation, medical tests will be absolutely necessary. Then we're going to have a counseling session in regard to your indecent relationships with classmates. After the trial, of course. Now return to your rooms, if you will. Indecent relationships with classmates? What does that mean? We're friends. You needn't have covered for me, see? I only told the truth. Still, you've lost all the social points. There's no way you can get past the trial like this. About that. There's something I'd like to ask of you. What is it? If possible, please don't vote for me in the trial. If a sacrifice has to be made, it must be me. Don't put it like that. Please. It's my only wish. I don't belong to this world. It's only natural that it rejects me. That's why I ask of you. Please don't vote for me. It's my last chance to leave this world. Just like that, we parted ways. Umbrella Man's words rang in my head. You needn't have helped him. Ray's words followed. He doesn't want to be saved. A fresh memory of C's plea kept replaying over and over. Please don't vote for me in the trial. What is it, dear girl? Can't sleep? Yeah, I'll make tea. Which one would you like? There's oolong, honeybush, jasmine green, rooibos, good morning tea, gunpowder green, Earl Grey, Lady Grey, Christmas mix, Japanese lime. Japanese lime will do. All right, I'll add a spoon of honey to it. Sorry for interrupting your duties. Pay it no mind. Unfortunately, inspiration often comes at night, rendering me completely unable to sleep in peace. I see. So, what is it that troubles you? If it's anger you need to take out, the piano room is always open. I don't think mashing chords in the middle of the night would help this time. Then what is it? I guess I'm just tired. I want to rest for a while, but whenever I close my eyes, the slumbering god haunts my dreams. And when I wake up, new troubles only keep piling up. I see. Why don't you spend more time in the dressing room? I might have a few dresses you haven't tried on yet. I'm short on feedback, especially since Felix refuses to help lately. You see, he has a slender build and you've been so busy at school lately. I got it. Thank you, Aiden. I'll try to visit more often. Alright, let's try Felix's lab. Hey, Felix. Felix is feeding his Venus flytrap with the forceps. Cute! I love that! A box full of dehydrated bloodworms is standing on the table. His usual frowning expression is absent. Come on, seal your mouth. Here comes the food. After a moment, he notices my presence in the room. Can't sleep. I sit beside Felix. The flytrap, now closed, seems to be enjoying its meal. I can make you peppermint tea if you want me to. No need to, it's okay. Say, do you still remember the time when we went to the Oracle's world? Felix doesn't look in my direction. There's no way I'd forget, right? And the thing that happened in the end, what did it look like to you? Felix hesitates for a moment. It looked like you melting into biomass right in front of me. What did it look like to you then? It was like holding hands with a beautiful girl. Messed up, right? My whole head is messed up. Do you still stay true to the routine, like I advised you? I do. Get up, go to school, and go back to sleep again. I believed that as long as I maintained those simple rules, my mind wouldn't crumble without the pills. Then perhaps you should go back to taking the... No! I can't just do that. If you disappear, if everyone disappears, I'll... So maybe it is all in her head. Something is up with her world, and there's a lot of it that I'm not sure is real. Or not. I don't know. I'm sorry. Forget it. The trial is coming soon, too. What if you get chosen? I won't. I've made some friends. And I've done some socializing, too, so there's that. Is that so? I'm sorry, I can't be of help. It's okay. You've already done for me more than you should have. Besides, I'm already a proper grown-up. So I should be able to handle my problems myself. Right, you've grown out of toys. But honestly, that naivete of yours is unbelievable. Suddenly, the atmosphere in the room changes. Umbrella Man, didn't we agree that you wouldn't touch house tenants? Oops, I forgot. My bad, my bad. Are you afraid I'll hurt them? Umbrella Man brings out a scalpel from Felix's lab coat, bringing it to his throat. Feel like remembering old times. Wait, stop! Although your reaction would be undoubtedly amusing. It's not in my interest to have you completely and utterly mind-broken. Umbrella Man doesn't put the scalpel away, still playing with it in his hands. Why did you come, Umbrella Man? No specific reason. How's your new friend doing? Not so well. I've hurt him. I see. Umbrella Man laughs in Felix's voice. It sends shivers down my spine. Anyhow, I came to give you a friendly advice. I want you to choose wisely during the trial. If you do, who knows? Perhaps you can save a life. That's all I can say. Bye-bye. The next moment, Umbrella Man is gone. You look like you've seen a ghost. It's nothing. I should really go to sleep. Thank you for talking to me. Good night, Felix. Good night, Charlotte. Let's go to sleep, Seth. Good night, Seth. Ray closes a memory book he is reading when he sees me. Long time no see, Miss Wiltshire. Look, don't make such a sour face. I want to make up with you. I've been doing some cleaning lately. If I can't be of help in the real world, I figured I'd help clear up your mind at the very least. Look, hasn't it become less foggy? I suppose so. Frey beams with excitement, right? But why would you do that? You see, I read in your memory journals that you were lamenting the fact that your mind had become foggy over the years. Man, I wish I had someone to clean up my brain fog. And I figured it's in my power to aid you. You might not notice the changes immediately, but they will soon take place. I see. Frey lightly embraces me, nuzzling against my hair. Don't worry about a single thing, Miss Wiltshire. You will soon see that this world is not worth staying in. Sweet dreams, Princess. I'm wondering if he means the world that she surrounds herself with, or the world in general? Alright. Welcome to Warp Omnicube. Oh. Nothing happens. Seems like the warp cube is broken, Seth. Let's look for the other way around. Hi, Aiden. Aiden is cleaning the bathtub. Good morning, Aiden. Good morning, dear girl. Every time I see you, you're constantly occupied. Well, that is my job. As much as I hate to complain, Bennett has been causing too much havoc around the house lately. Can you imagine? One day I've left a jar of ladyfinger cookies in the kitchen cabinet, and the next day it was filled with dried human toes. Wow. I mean, I get it, ladyfingers, toes, but still, one's a cookie. The insolent fool thought I wouldn't notice the difference. You must have had it tough. By the way, the warp cube doesn't seem to work. That's strange. I've never seen any of the Omni cubes malfunction before. Why is that, Aiden? Their evolution went far past what humanity could ever achieve, so they never break or malfunction. If an Omni cube seems to be broken, that must mean that it's doing so on its own accord. Try using it again. I'm sure it'll work. Will it? You can tell we're getting to the end of the game because no one is here. We're closed for maintenance. Thank you for using our services. Don't come again. Let's try using the warp cube again, Seth. It's organic, so maybe it changed its mind. Sure. Welcome to Warp Omnicube. Let's warp. What the hell is your problem? Oh boy. Get lost, Wiltshire. That Gog guy got what was coming for him. So will you. Oh, everyone's turning on us. Go away, ugly. Yo, I have nothing to talk about with you. Oh my god, it's the cat killer. Eek! Get away from me. You look like a Wiltshire. Ugh. I assume he said something like, you look like shit. So it was you who got the worst marks for language tests. Figures. Why would you know that? You're another student. Man, Wiltshire, your profile I've made on Fbook is getting popular. You're a celebrity. Really? I've heard you're growing maggots at home. You're disgusting. Ugh, get away from me. Ew, leave me alone. Alright, frick. To class, I guess. Henry? For this lesson, you should organize into groups of 3. Henry's sitting too far away. She probably already found someone to work with. Seth, find us a group. We already have enough people, sorry. Can you hear? We're full. Whoops, we're full. Oh, seems like you haven't got enough people. Well, yes. Are we really worthy of being in Wiltshire's group? Oh. Oh, I can join you. Oh, I think they said everyone already has groups, but I accidentally skipped over it. Oh, then it's decided. Sorry, we're full. Can't be of help, princess. Find yourself another group. Let's go back to our seat, Seth. Miss Wiltshire, will you be working alone? Yes. Excuse me, I'll work with Wiltshire. Isn't that wonderful? Henry joins our desks together. Let's work together, Charlie. Right. Well then, let's start our lesson. Henry's so hungry. I could have guessed. Buy us something, okay? I'll be waiting on the rooftop like usual. Buy food. I buy soy milk and whole wheat sandwiches that Henry loves. Oh, I don't have any money left for myself. Seems like we'll be skipping lunch today, Seth. She's bullying you. You know this, right? She's literally using you. This is creepy. Henry chews on the bread I bought her. You know, Charlie, there are rumors about you and Vincent going around in the school. What kind of relationship do you have with him? Who the hell is Vincent? Relationship sounds way too heavy, Henry. I'm not sure he wants to talk to me after what happened. After what happened? It can't be. It's just as I thought. He was after your body. Eh? What did you two do exactly? Nothing much aside from ascending to the heavens thing. Oh my god, what? That bastard. C didn't do anything bad, Henry. There's no reason. Did she call him Vincent earlier? There's no reason to. Shut up. You might be a little dense in the head, but let me tell you. Put that, box cutter away, please. Boys who act all mysterious only want to use you. You may hide it however long you want, but I know you're quite well endowed. Wasn't it a You know, Henry, that's none of your business. I cover Henry's mouth with my hands. Stop it. Henry breaks free of my grip with ease. You look like a tomato. Jeez. By the way, why don't we feed the strays today? Henry, you know, the Magcats we fed. Yes, what about them? I feel a lump in my throat. They're dead. Oh. And it's all my fault. It was me who brought them bad food and what are you talking about? It was Seth who didn't do anything to stop us. To be fair, I didn't realize that there was xylitol in the cheap-ass food you were feeding them. Moreover, they ate it themselves. They were animals. I could have done something. Seth would listen if I simply told him that they... My hands begin shaking again. I feel the bilious ink rise in my throat. Henry puts her hands on mine. Listen, repeat after me. It's not my fault. I hesitate. She grips my hands harder, her pretty nails digging into my skin. Do it. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. See, it's not that hard. Right. You still look down. Is there something else that worries you? Well, the trial is soon. I'm worried that the choice I'll make will be the wrong one. Why so? You'll vote for Henry, right? Henry won't get angry at you for that, silly. That's what friends do, after all. Or am I wrong? I don't know. I won't vote. Well, I'll probably withdraw from voting. You don't consider Anri your friend anymore? Not really. I do. It's just I don't think the voting system is fair. Is that so? Do whatever you want then. Anri doesn't care. School bell rings. Go back to class. Anri will join you later. Okay. Until later then. Bye-bye. As I went back, I wondered if Anri was always this forceful. Yes, she has been. Instead of feeling happy after our lunch together like usual, I felt incredibly humiliated. Oh boy. There's something on my desk. There's something I want to tell you. Come to the rooftop after classes. See. I wonder what happened. The class passes quickly. Check the rooftop. All right. I think she said, "Did you guys see a boy up here?" Hold her down. No longer playing God by waving that spray around, huh? So, who do you think you are? Some princess, royalty, Rapunzel maybe. Isn't her hair too long by school norms? Hey, why don't we help our dear schoolmate out? Wait, what is this about? One of the girls brings out scissors. The other two hold me down, making me unable to move. Snip, snap. A lock of hair falls down. Keep quiet about it, okay? We might accidentally cut more than your hair. Please, please don't cut it. Look, she thinks we'd listen if she asked. Would be such a pity if our little princess got bald all of a sudden, right? Snip, snap, snip, snap. Oh my god. As new locks of hair fell down, I felt myself incredibly humiliated. What am I being punished for? Why does it feel so humiliating? Was everyone always like this? A familiar figure appears before me. Shouldn't you call for help, Miss Wiltshire? I don't want to trouble anyone. Who was the one to teach you that? Was it your mother? Be a good girl. Good always wins in the end. If you'll be kind to others, others will be kind to you. Violence is bad. All your life you're being manipulated by others. All because you care too much about opinions. Because you want to be loved by everyone. And when things don't go your way, you find excuses. Snip, snip, snip. Don't you have any pride? There are things worse than getting beaten up. Going through such humiliation when all you have to do is take my hand and everything that's unfair will perish. It doesn't matter if it's just me who will get hurt, Frey. No, we both know that's a cheap lie. In fact, you want somebody to save you. Very much so, but dare not ask of it. Because you deem yourself unworthy. No response, huh? Frey sighs. So where are your so-called friends when you need them the most? Friends can't always be there for me. Is that so? Just so you know, even if your friends abandon you, even if your mother abandons you, even if the whole world abandons you, I'll always be by your side. Please keep that in mind. She's gotten silent. Oh, our little princess seems to have learned some manners. Hey, is she even alive? Beats me. Shoot, someone's coming. What if it's a teacher? Run, quick! They leave me lying among the remnants of my once long hair. There's a taste of ink in my mouth. I feel ill. Footsteps, more footsteps. The ones who hover above me are all familiar faces. The very next moment my head hits the concrete. Before everything goes black, I hear voices. Man, how disgusting. Hey, stop it! She might still be conscious. Who cares? Just get her out of here. So, Miss Wiltshire, how does it feel now that the fog has lifted? Was it always like this, Umbrella Man? What was, my dear? Everything. The school, my classmates. I won't answer the questions you can't answer yourself. You're a cruel person. It's just that I'm not cut out to be a babysitter, my dear. But honestly, you should reevaluate your relationship choices. Have you ever considered that your wonderful lady friend is not as you imagine her to be? I have. Henry is not a bad person. And she would never ever manipulate people for her own selfish reasons. Nor would she write insults on the class blackboard. Right. But oh well, you'll never listen if it's not Eiler pushing you to the wall. Oops, wrong timeline. Oh my, what? Forget I've said that. Say, Umbrella Man, where do people go when they die? The woman closes his eyes as if contemplating something. They become stargazers. Losing their earthly shells, they become able to go anywhere in this vast universe. So they just wander around? One can say so. They become the kind of existence that can be in any place imaginable at the blink of an eye, can experience millions of years in less than a moment, can linger with the living being and experience their life, hearing their thoughts, feeling what they feel. Becoming a stargazer is part of the cycle of life, a purgatory period before one can achieve peace. It sounds nice, perhaps. However, didn't you say yourself that you didn't want to make haste to see the other side? You know, my employer is rather fond of you, so coincidentally it's in my best interest to see you alive and kicking. On another note, this woman whose body I'm currently borrowing has her shift ending soon. If you don't want any questions from her, I believe you should go home, my dear. Right, I should. And if you wish to cut your hair before anyone sees you, I'd suggest taking scissors with you. Look if there are any in the cabinet. A clean sink. Yeah, I'll take the scissors, I guess. Let's go home, Seth. Let's go to the bathroom, Seth. I can't let anyone see me like this. Oh, no, child. I lift up the scissors. My hands are shaking. The scissors are sharp. Just one careless snip and it will all be over. Flowers will bloom from my skin and I will be no longer. Someone takes my wrist. It's Aiden. Good evening, dear girl. Since when have you been doing your haircuts all by yourself? Aiden takes the scissors away from me in one quick movement. Allow me to help. Do you have any image of what you want your new haircut to be like? I don't know. That's all right, I'll do something about it. Snip, snip, snip. I know this sound all too well, but somehow right now it's comforting. And done. I look into the mirror. A stranger is reflected in it. It's a corpse I've burned in the incinerator. It's beautiful, Aiden. Thank you. I'm glad I could be of help. I'll be taking the scissors, okay? Okay. Aiden pats my head before leaving. If you ever need to talk about your troubles, I'm always here for you, all right? All right. In the next moment, Aiden is gone. Hey, Seth. How about we visit Dr. Huxley, too? Huxley is attaching limbs to the body with duct tape. Perfect. Good evening, Dr. Huxley. Hello, little one. Is there anything you'd like to ask me? Yes, there's something that's been troubling me for a while. Oh, a chronic illness. Deadly disease, I presume? Yes, something like that. I've been vomiting a lot of ink since the Oracle awakened. I do not know where it comes from, and it doesn't look like normal ink. If it was, your intestines would be full of ulcers by now, or worse. Let's have a look. So, did you find anything, Dr. Huxley? To my surprise, I haven't. I believe this illness is of a psychosomatic character, which means that the problem lies in your mind. I'm afraid I can't be of help in this case. After all, I'm a surgeon. If it's not something I can cut out, well, you know. I understand. Thank you, Dr. Huxley. I'm happy to be of help. Nobody's here. I don't want to play the piano today, Seth. Okay. Let's go to sleep, Seth. Okay. Fine. Why won't you let me go to sleep? Oh. This isn't a fighting game. Harem dating sim gone wrong, reads the text. You play as a student who gets admitted to an elite school. Everyone, both boys and girls, is throwing themselves at you regardless if you want it or not. Can you reject them? Can you reject them all? Can you avoid all true and good endings? Play to find out. It's about time I started collecting blackmail on everyone. Wow, that sounds amazing. Bennett and Felix are sleeping soundly with the TV still on. They must have competed in fighting games so much that they fell asleep. Can we go to bed now? The trial is coming, Seth. Let's try to catch a glimpse of sleep. Magcat jumps on my bed. Meow. I know, I'll be fine. Don't worry. Mwah. I hear the sound of pages flipping. Oh, you're awake, Miss Wiltshire. Where am I? Your mind, of course. Where else can you be? But can't you see it's our good old mind library? Lying in shambles. You're too close, Frey. Frey chuckles softly, but doesn't move away. You've accepted me into your mind. How much closer could we get? I laugh a bit too bitterly. Frey. Yes? Read me something. Will an old memory journal do? Anything will. Very well. Choose one. Memory of yellow ribbon or memory of graveyard. Yellow ribbon. It's a memory of Umbrella Man. It's quite short, so I might as well read you another one. The day I got a yellow ribbon. It was on my 8th birthday. Umbrella Man stood in the darkest corner of the room, blending with the shadows. He stepped out of it only when everyone else left. He extended his gloved hand to me. In it was a present. A yellow ribbon. Aww. For your birthday present, I bought this ribbon. We are born colorless, he said, tying it around my collar. It's the people we meet who give us color. Wear it as a memento of our alliance, will you? Memory end. As I promised, there's another one. You've already seen a fragment of it, though. A memory of my first dress. Back in the day, I had a slightly short haircut and dressed in a way that one wouldn't call girly. When Aiden awoke after Dr. Huxley's treatment, he was Krampus no more. He took up a number of new hobbies, cooking, cleaning, drawing, sewing among that. He took particular interest in making dresses and invited me to try on one. It's wonderful, I complimented wholeheartedly. I don't think I'm cut out for dresses, Aiden. Why so? He asked, genuinely curious. What I see before me is a fair young lady. You should let your hair grow, he added, smiling. You'll make a wonderful lady when you grow up. Memory end. Say, what kind of dreams did you have before I appeared? I dreamed of Mother. Not always, but sometimes. It's just the dreams that I remember more vividly. What were they like? In one of these dreams, we were walking together on a street at night. It was raining. Then she fell to the ground and I dragged her away from the sidewalk. I took off my coat and covered her. I knew I had to do something, but I couldn't do a thing without her permission. So I kept asking, should I call for help? Should I call a taxi? Should I call an ambulance? But she kept answering with, I don't know, over and over. So we just sat there, unmoving. People passed by us. I cradled her in my arms. Felt like her body parts were missing under the coat, but I couldn't bring myself to check. That's the kind of dream it was. Not moving a muscle to do anything just because you're told not to. What a dependent way to live your life. I know. But strangely enough, I was content with it. Like it was supposed to be that way. To think of it, I've always wanted someone to make decisions for me. How pitiful! Yet fascinating. Although I'd love to continue our conversation, I'll leave you to rest now. After all, the trial is coming. Yes. Good night, Frey. Frey chuckles. Sleep well, Miss Wiltshire. Got thingy that does stuff. We're getting trialed today, stranger behind the monitor. No time to sleep. Okay. Hi, Felix. Hello, Charlotte. Hi, Bennett. Hello, Charlotte. Hi, Aiden. Hello, Charlotte. Hi, Huxley. Hello, Charlotte. Well, okie dokie. Hello, hello. Goodbye, Felix. Goodbye, Aiden. Goodbye, Bennett. Goodbye, Huxley. Goodbye, Magcat. Goodbye, everyone. I'll miss you all. That was the loudest music in the game. It'll be okay. The trial, everyone can be fixed. The smile room, a proven place to make the troublemaker quiet. Enter the trial room, yes. Dear students, you're welcome to the annual school trial. Please bring out your mobile phones. We shall begin voting now. Henry peeks over my shoulder, waiting for me to make a decision. What should I do, Seth? I promised C not to vote for him, but I want to save him. I, too, promised Henry to vote for her. We're best friends, after all. What should I do? We'll get all of them. Vote for Henry. I hope your decision is the right one, Seth. This way I'll fulfill my promises to both C and Henry. I give my vote to Henry. Henry looks at me in surprise. You actually voted for me. We made a promise, didn't we? Right, we did. We sure did. Look, Henry's voting for you, too. Henry chooses my name in the list. Attention, please. Everyone stop voting now. We will now count the votes. Please wait for a moment. 3, 2, 1. And the one who will amount to nothing, the most useless of all, the one with 0 votes is Vincent Wordsworth. That's right, his name was Vincent, wasn't it? But we just call him C. Not only has he never socialized, he didn't even attend class. Wrong, he attended at least twice. That's a lie. C lost all points because he ran away from the house. Such a worthless being can never become useful to society. He's destined to amount to nothing. Therefore, his soul data is corrupted. Am I right, everyone? The audience roars with a yes. What a loser. It's all because I've abandoned him. Everyone's clapping and laughing. Loser God, loser God, loser God. It feels like a mass psychosis. It shouldn't be like this. Henry touches my shoulder. She's smiling just like everyone else. Serves him right. It's great we didn't get chosen, right? I don't know what to reply with. The guards start making their way to C. I see Umbrella Man among the crowd. His yellow eyes stand out among all. What a good day, isn't it? Umbrella Man, your employer, he... Excuse me, what? The god of this world, he's... Oh, are you talking about that gray-haired boy? Oh God, my stomach hurts from laughter. I expected nothing less from you, to be honest. Unfortunately, that boy is a perfectly human being, not special in any kind of way. Come on, take a good look at him. I call out to C. Vincent! He hears my voice and turns around. I stare at him. What stares back at me is the abyss itself. Then for a brief moment, I finally see his face. This music makes me think of Pink Floyd, by the way. A face of a small, scared boy. He disappears behind the doors. I feel my feet move forward on their own. Where are you going? I have to save him. Are you insane? Forget that loser. I saved him once. I'm now responsible for his life. No, you're not. You'll stay here with me. I'm sorry, Henry. I have to go. Wait. Henry grabs my sweater. I won't let you go. People don't return from the Smile Room. You'll stay here where you belong with me. I break free from her grip. I'll be back in a moment, all right? Save Vincent, can we? You're not a loser, Godsey. I think you're wonderful. You're wonderful exactly because you're flawed. Because it makes you so very human. We're flawed. We're born to make errors. We hurt each other because we are essentially egoistic. That's why I want to know you better. C is lying on the table with his eyes open. Vincent, I'm so glad you're safe. Thank God. Wait, Miss Wiltshire, something's off. Eh? There's no data in this vessel. There's no soul inside. What are you saying, Frey? Vincent is breathing. He's right here. What I am saying is that it's a lump of meat lying on the table. It's not a person. It can't be. No way. You're lying. I do not tell lies, Miss Wiltshire. We were too late. I feel the ink rise in my throat. Everything begins to collapse. It's not fair. Not fair. Not fair. Not fair. Why has it come to this? Such a ruthless world. Such a cruel world. Such a world shouldn't exist at all. I will consume everyone and have them sleep peacefully inside my belly. No one will ever hurt again, and no one will get hurt. Because no one will feel anything. Humanity will ascend to a new level and evolve into something greater. So I rose above all cities and countries, and ate and ate and ate until my belly was full, until it hurt so much that it was hard to breathe. I'm sorry, this is actually making me really sad. I ate my classmates, my parents, my imaginary friends, and the Oracle itself. I ate the lands and the buildings. I ate junk food and concrete all together. Everyone was gone, and my body eventually collapsed from the burden of consuming everything in sight. I became a black hole that sucked everything in, destroying it all. There was no one but me left, yet I was with everyone at the same time, for I became the world itself. Holding an empty shell of a false god, I cried. Liar, you liar! Vincent, you liar! You said your earthly shell would wither and you'd become a god again. Yet no matter where I look, I can't find you. I cried and cried and cried until my voice became hoarse. I'm sorry, everyone. I couldn't save anyone or anything. I'm sorry, Henry. You protected me. You got angry in my place. Yet I thought only about myself. I'm sorry, Vincent. All this time I wanted to be saved myself. So I sought salvation in you. I wanted you to become my hero, but it doesn't matter now. Now that's too tragic. Don't you think, my dear? You? Hello there. You're still alive? My dear, that's a harsh way to put it. Of course I am. This world you've consumed is like a particle in the vast universe. Then why are you here? I've come on my own accord. I clutch Vincent's body close to mine. Easy, easy. I'm not here to take him away. Instead, I've brought you something. Umbrella Man brings out an item he was carrying. It's a box. What is it? What does it look like to you? A soul cube. Then a cube it shall become. It's a copy of this boy's soul. It was rather hard to get. I'm afraid the original is destroyed, though. Souls have backup copies? Well, of course, data backup is essential. You must have thought you were able to go back in time, when in reality your soul cube copy was loaded into a new body every time you died. I never thought it was like this. Although you cannot bring this boy back to life with the soul cube, he won't vanish from this world completely. So no matter what, I couldn't save him in the end. You can still save his soul. If you open the cube, you'll release his soul data. He will become a stargazer and pass the purgatory stage. Who knows, perhaps he'll want to stay with you afterwards. Anyhow, enough with idle talk. Charlotte Wiltshire, you've consumed the energy of an entire world and an oracle and made it a part of you. You can convert the energy inside of you to create life from zero. When it runs out, all you have to do is consume more. In short, you've become a god. A binge eater at that. That is a fact. If you don't mind, may I ask what you plan to do now? I'm tired, Umbrella Man. I want to rest. Is that all? You now have the power to consume worlds. I never asked for it. Then, do you plan to leave this domain? I will remain here. I don't want to eat anymore, Umbrella Man. Oh well. There are alternative versions of yourself who still struggle in countless parallel worlds. So are people you care about. Will you abandon them too? No. I want to look over them. I still want to protect everyone. Umbrella Man, you know everything in this world. You exist outside of time, in past, present, and future alike. Would you help me watch over my world while I rest? Right now it may seem hopeless, but perhaps there's a chance for a better ending. Is that an employment offer, Miss Wiltshire? Yes. I want to hire you. Would you accept? My loyalty does come with a price, my dear. In return, you shall lose your name. The world will forget your human existence, and your name shall become an empty sound. Your alternative incarnation shall never learn about you, and your name will be erased from all soul archives. You will go by many names, but none of them will define you, for I will eat it. Would you pay this price? Yes, I accept, Umbrella Man. So fast. You really don't value yourself at all. A contract between a name eater and a world eater. How thrilling! I suppose hiding my true nature is meaningless now. After all, it was you who invented the concept of observers and puppeteers alike. Such things as episodes with me talking to your puppeteer were no more than visions of a delusional grade schooler. I laugh a little. It sounds a little hysterical. Have I said something funny, my dear? No, it's just, you've always said that your employer cared about my well-being. Now that I realized who that was all along, I couldn't help myself. Oh, the irony, am I right? The moment you hired me was destined to happen, all along. By the way, Umbrella Man, that's how I called you since I was a child, right? Why, yes, I've grown accustomed to this distasteful nickname. You have a real name? I go by many names. People give them to me themselves. For example, you can call me Charles. The man laughs mischievously. I laugh with him. Now then, I shall give you some privacy. You still have things to do before your slumber, don't you? Just like that, Charles disappears. I look at the soul cube in my hands. It's small and gray, fragile. I smile to myself. You know, Vincent, I never noticed how fragile you were. You feared germs, the people, and human life itself. So you've decided you didn't want to belong to this world. I wonder how it felt all this time. I was so fascinated with you that it made me ignorant. Although ignorance is a trait we share. It's time to let you go. I open the soul cube. Its contents disappear. See you later, Vincent. I take his body in my arms and get up from my knees. Everyone, Magcat, Felix, Aiden, Bennett, Florence, and Huxley, and many, many more, walk behind me. As long as I exist, they won't disappear. After all, I've created them. We walk for a long time. In a field of ink and paper, meat and machinery, soap and bugs, the god of this world lies beside me. He will, too, wake up one day. Good night, Vincent. My eyelids become heavy. I know it'll be a dreamless sleep. I don't want to dream anymore. I finally close my eyes. Rejoice, Seth, faithful friend of mine. I became the god of my dollhouse world, and will observe its people till the end of time. Charles will eat my name and will watch over me in every single timeline that exists. The world will forget my existence, but you won't. And that's the only thing that's important. Gray End, eternal rest for God. Alright, time to get the other endings. Alright, we're back at the trial again. Just so you know, you can mess up with talking to all the NPCs appearing in your room. If you get stuck, you use the thingy that you receive right at the beginning of that weird sequence, and it kills you. Quote unquote. Alright, now we're going to vote for C. Vote for C. It's decided. I choose C's name from the list. Henry looks at me in shock and disbelief. Why, Charlie? Why did you choose him? Didn't we make a promise? I'm sorry, but he doesn't have anyone to vote for him. How could you? You traitor. I trusted you. Attention, please. Everyone finish voting now. Alright, let's see. And the one who will amount to nothing, the most useless of all, the one with 0 votes is Charlotte Wiltshire. Woo! The audience explodes. Well, serves her right. Why am I not surprised? I look at Henry. Serves you right, you traitor. Why do you even look so surprised? You gave your voice to your crush, yet you're devastated that I didn't give my voice to you? Look, even that loser didn't want to vote for you. How does that feel? But why, Henry? Why, she asks. Even though I've done so much for you, you never appreciated me. Oh yeah, you've done so much, like forget your wallet constantly and are just kind of an overall mean person? No one wants to be friends with a lunatic like you, mean. You know, I honestly tried to be your friend, but I give up. Henry, what is? I don't understand. It's me who doesn't understand you no matter how hard I try. You know, I'm tired of playing along. When will you get tired of lying? But I never really lied to you. I just wanted to. Do you really think puppeteers and aliens and all that bullshit exists? You honestly believed your classmate was a god? You really are a perfect match for each other. Magcats, oracles, pythias, observers, omnicubes, and whatever. Every day you kept making up a new lie. I'm tired. So tired of keeping up with that. Everyone in the class tried teaching you a lesson. But no matter what we do, you never get a clue. What lesson? I'm afraid I don't understand. I don't understand. My bag thrown away. Books scattered on the ground. Dead bodies in the garden. The fake letter. Everything. Everything. Every single little thing. It all started to fall in place. It seems she's so happy she can't believe her luck. Now, chatting with friends can wait. If you would be so kind, please proceed to the smile room. We're all awaiting your glorious transformation. Let's go, Seth. Everyone's waiting. I look at Henry for one last time. Go die. Henry doesn't care anymore. Henry, you're crying. Don't look at me. Go die already. I'm sorry I couldn't be a good friend. It's all my fault it came to this. Well, oh, just die, Wilshire. You weirdo. About time you got your brains fixed. He passed by C. He looks lost, devastated, so very small and human. His words are barely audible in this noise. I'm sorry. I give him my widest smile. I'm so glad, C. I'm so glad I'll be the one to save you. He looks at me in shock. The guards push me further, and the next moment he disappears in the raging crowd. It must be the last time we see each other, I think to myself. You know, C, when we first met, I saw myself in you. It's sad I won't be here to hear more of your stories. I was really fond of them. I wonder if we'll meet again somewhere. Medical workers strap me to the chair. It becomes harder to keep my consciousness with every second. I cough. It's ink all over again. Bilious melancholy that consumed me all this time. I'm scared, I'm scared, I'm scared. I don't want to die. I don't want my body to become an empty shell. I feel someone hold my hand. It's Frey. Well, looks like it's the end. Now you're going to become a corpse too, Miss Wiltshire. Well, I can't read that. Frey, I've been a walking corpse for a long time. It was you who kept me alive. I cannot leave your side, and I never will. I'll be with you until the very end, until we completely decay. We're both miserable, aren't we? Frey laughs bitterly. Come here, I won't let them have their way with your body and mind. I reach out and embrace the dead god. The former oracle melts into my arms, becoming a mass of organs and broken machinery. Meaningless, useless parts. Garbage of the mind. I'm no longer breathing. The dead god leans in, kissing me goodbye. Good night, my princess. Now we can finally rest. As I sunk deeper into oblivion, a fragment of a memory came into my mind. The Ink Princess wasn't kept in a paper prison for long. The Paper Princess befriended the Ink Princess, and they became dearest of friends. Thus, the Ink Princess became the happiest person in the world. That is my ending for the story. Isn't it too cliché? How about Paper Princess dying from intoxication after touching Ink Princess? Or Paper Princess using Ink Princess for ink production until it drains her completely. That's even more cliché. Then what do you suggest? A sugar-coated fantasy? Not every story has to have a cruel ending. I want Ink Princess to be happy, even if she's the plague itself, a parasite. Even so. Even if she doesn't deserve it. Even so. It's not her fault she was born this way. That's just how she is. Somewhere far away, the door to the smile room has opened. Somewhere far away, a lump of meat lay there devoid of a soul. Somewhere far away, a false god wept over a mere disposable vessel. That's right. In the embrace of a dead god, I'll eternally rest among stars. Rejoice, Seth. This is my happy ending. Black End, Everlasting Oblivion. Hello, Charlotte, Episode 2, End. Alright, time to get the final ending where we withdraw. Withdraw. It's decided I'll withdraw from voting. Henry looks at me. So you really didn't choose anyone in the end? It's not true, Henry. I chose everyone. I don't want someone to suffer because of my choice. Sometimes not making a decision is the best decision. Huh. What a dumb choice, really. Nothing less to expect of the school's infamous oddball. Henry, are you? Attention, please! Everyone finish voting now. We will now count the votes. And the one with 0 votes, the garbage of society this year is... Oh, in fact, we have 2 people this year. Vincent Wordsworth and Charlotte Wiltshire. Rejoice, you both. The guards will escort you to the smile room. Everyone around is clapping and yelling. It feels like mass psychosis. Good riddance, finally. You deserve each other. I look at Henry. Serves you right. Honestly, just go die already. For the sake of everyone. Henry. What? Please don't cry. Henry turns away from me, angrily rubbing her eyes with her long sleeves. I'll be okay. So take care of yourself, okay? I can still hear her sobs as I'm being led to the room. The operation will take no longer than a few minutes. Stay still. C finally looks at me from his operation table. I see horror in his eyes. He's shaking. Charlotte? Yes? There's something I want to tell you. I'm sorry. I'm not who you think I am. I lied to you all this time. About puppeteers and observers. About other worlds. It's just like everyone said. I'm a false god. A loser, a weakling, a coward. I don't know anything about this world, nor what lies beyond it. My name is not C, it's Vincent. I know who you are, Vincent. You're no loser god. I think you're wonderful. I want to reach out to him, but there's no strength in my body. My eyelids become incredibly heavy. I'm scared. The mind library is destroyed. Ray is here. Ray? I want to put an end to all trials. I want to save C from the world. I want to save Anri from herself. I knew you would say that. You still want to become a tragic hero for everyone's sake, right? A boy who put himself above all living things. A girl who loathed herself so much she raised her self-confidence at your cost. Oh my, I'm sorry if the music was a bit loud there. All your imaginary friends. Your father who abandoned you long ago. Your mother who never comes to visit. You loved them all, didn't you? Even though I was always there for you, you chose all of them over me in the end. You said it yourself, Ray. You are a product of my own mind, born from the remnants of the Oracle. You're a manifestation of all my destructive impulses. Essentially, you are me. I couldn't love myself, Ray. I couldn't love us. So pitiful, aren't we? Now then, come here. Let us repaint the world in your colors. Consume me whole. I take a step forward. When I wake up, it's quiet. My hair is yellow. Vincent is lying on the operation table. Guess we leave. It's quiet in the hall. Why is it so quiet? 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 My words echo throughout the room with an orchestra of voices. The one saying them isn't just me, it's the whole school. The one who stands out among the crowd is a man dressed in pitch black clothes. He's laughing. Well, what do we have here? Say, what wish did you make under a shooting star? An ear-deafening orchestra of voices follows. I wish for all the painful things to end. I wished for all the painful things to end. I wished for everyone's happiness. I wished for everyone's happiness. I wished for everyone's happiness. Just that. Just that. I would do an orchestra of voices, but it is weird to overlay a bunch of my voices. I see, what a foolish wish. However, it did come true nonetheless. As long as human ego exists, people will always hurt each other, The only way to bring it to an end is to achieve ultimate control over each and every person. And voila, there you have it. You selfishly ate each and every ego in the world. Now you're the only one left. Congratulations, my dear. You've become the oracle of this world. No way, everyone is gone? Vincent, Anri too? Yes, their bodies are now vessels for you. Not only did you consume their soul data, but also the spare copies of it. Unfortunately, they're now gone from this world. Say, Umbrella Man, can I ask you for one last favor? Yes, what is it? Can you kill me? All I do is keep hurting others. If I disappear, the world will surely be a happier place. If someone like you who disregards life itself wouldn't hesitate to do it. So please, somehow. All right. I close my eyes. It's for the best this way. No one will get hurt because of me anymore. Instead of a sharp pain, I suddenly feel warm. Why? You've done well, dear child. All this time you didn't want to be alone, did you? Listen well. I will grant your wish. Usually it comes with a price, but my employer will have already paid in full by now. We will travel across the skies and you will learn to control your power. Once you do, it is possible that you can rebuild your world from scratch. Let's go stargazing, shall we? Umbrella Man reaches his hand out to me. He looks just like my father from the old wedding photo. Is it really okay? For someone like me? Didn't I say it before? It's not about deserving. It's what was destined to happen. Umbrella Man covers me with his coat. So, how about it? I take Umbrella Man's hand. We leave on a journey. I will travel across the seas and skies, wander among roots and ruins of civilizations, watch lives bloom and wither and be reborn again. Perhaps I'll learn how to be kind. Perhaps then I'll learn how to be honest. Perhaps then I'll learn how not to hurt others. I want to become a better person, Seth. Thank you for everything you've done for me. You've been a great friend. Thank you for seeing my story through to the end. Let's meet again one day. White End, Stargazer's Journey. Hello, Charlotte, Episode 2, End. Not a single one of these was actually a happy ending. So it appears we have reached the end of the story. No matter what, Charlotte Wiltshire was doomed from the start. You see, my friend, you've committed a sin. Of worshipping false gods, that is. Say, are you satisfied with such an ending? Or do you want to see the child's story end in another way? You know, I have the power to grant your wish. You may call me mercantile, but by this time you've learned that nothing in this world comes without a price. And the price would be your name. Say, will you give up on your identity for a mere possibility? Will you give up on your existence? When I eat your name, you will no longer be the wise, kind-hearted Seth, because the child won't remember you. She always perceived you as her friend, when in fact you're just malware that infected our world. I did my best to introduce you as something trivial, when in fact you're not meant to be here. You see, there are no other puppeteers in this world. Every single word you've uttered was given to you by the child. You're just her imaginary friend. However, if you accept my help, she will no longer be aware of your presence, and no longer talk to you. For that price, you'll be able to save her. So what do you think? Sure? Well, isn't that wonderful? Come, stand under my umbrella. Figuratively, of course. Goodbye, Seth, the goody-two-shoes. Hello, Anonymous. I'll see you soon. Hello, Charlotte, Episode 2, End. Well, that was a wild ride, wasn't it? Wow, this game was a lot. I cried more than I expected to, but I cried quite a bit. And you know what? I appreciate that. Any game that can make me cry is good in my books. There were some things in this that were odd, in not quite a good way, but for the most part, I truly enjoyed it. It was a very weird, very emotional experience, and I liked it. I'm looking forward to playing the third one. I assume that we are not going to be Seth at all in that one, but for all it's worth, this was an amazing game, and it was very hard to play through. So if you all made it this far, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did enjoy it, please hit that like button, and if you want to see more of me, please subscribe. I upload videos, well, right now it's twice a week. It will be Monday, Wednesday, Saturday again sometime soon, and I hope to see you all next time. Bye!